only took 3 hours. Fucking hell.
Take the third exit onto A428.
So now, it's a mad dash to Crayford. 107 miles. It should take me just over two and a quarter hours, something like that. 2.5 maybe. Depends what the traffic's like.
Enter the roundabout, take the first exit.
He was signalling left and carried on coming round the roundabout. Okay, pick a gear. No. Fucking wanker. He didn't put a signal on. So I thought he was coming round and he actually went left. Right, we're empty. We're off. Go by me. He's off. As soon as he moved out my way to let me by. They look a bit like lock gates. I don't know if they are or not though. Cleared our time down. Plenty of time to get down there. Met a bloke when I was bloke in the truck next to me, ex-military police, and you knew a mate of mine. Small world.
Average speed cameras ahead. Reduce your speed.
So you just get chatting. And I wasn't even going to go and talk to the bloke. It was only because he was like,
reduce your speed.
What's going on here? Hell.
Reduce your speed.
Oh, shut up. Better? Yeah, I just typically it's the normal shit. I get somewhere, go in, give them a reference number, and they go, that's not the right reference number, mate. Okay. Where do I park? I've got to make a phone call. And half hour later, I come back, try this reference number. Well, why didn't I have that one in the first place? Don't know. So anyway, and then so I go back to the gatehouse, where you book in, the driver's booking in. He goes, yeah, go bay, whatever number it was, 252, 255. Okay. Walk the 10 minutes, because it's such a big place, walk the 10 minutes back to my truck. Look at bay 255 and there's a trailer on it. Oh, fucking hell. So I end up speaking, the best thing to do is speak to one of the shunters. So I flagged one down. told him what the score was. He got on the radio, sorted it out just like that. Got the seal off the back, onto the bay, job done. But it took 3 hours to unload. It was a handful, and they weren't the smallest of boxes. It was a handful job. So yeah, 3 hours. But the bloke next to me, I was wandering back. He was already on the bay. And I just, passed the time of day, and I said, fucking useless. Wrong reference number again. He said, oh yeah, I know that feeling. And just got chatting, and he saw my t-shirt. I've got my Jimmy on the t-shirt, and he said, "Oh, Scaly." He said, "I was in." I said, "Who are you with?" And he said, "I was in the military police." Wanker. So we both had you know what I mean? It's just banter in it, and. I said, "Oh, my mate, you was in. He was in that." And he said, "Oh, who was that?" Because the military police ain't in, and we were both served the same similar sort of time. We're both similar age, so we must have served about the same sort of time. And the military police ain't a big group. They tend to know they all seem to know each other. So I told them the bloke's name that I knew, I'm mates with. He said, "Fucking hell, I know him." Say hello, so I messaged him, said this other guy says hello. He said, yeah, send my regards. So, so we had a good chat about Germany and shit like that, like you do when you're an old sweat. So we're charging down the M1 now. Took me about 2 hours to get there. Got a can of jollop. I've had a sandwich. I bought it yesterday. It was a smoked salmon and cheese. My favourite. Out of Waitrose. Rather nice. Down the M1, M25, over the bridge into Hereford, Brayford. And then it really depends on how long it's going to take me, how long it takes in there, and to where I end up stopping tonight. I think I'm going to be in a 15-hour day. Drive time's alright. I should be down there by 2:30 at the latest. And I've got 4:45, 4:45, I've got until 4:46 to get parked up. 4:46 is the latest, after that I'm in shit. So, I've got to be out there by 5 o'clock, but I'm getting in there at 2:30. So I should be alright. But I'm only going to get to Clackett Lane, maybe. I might even go back to Gateway. Go back to Gateway. Got a can of jollop, and all is good in my world. take the M25, and then an hour around the M25. Hopefully there's no fuckwittery, although there might be on the M25, but I'm hoping that is cleared by the time I get down there. It should be. Like I might be overtaking this lad in a minute. Yeah, going back when I said about when I was going into that place that I had whether I'd be able to do it in 4.5 hours. I wasn't certain, I didn't think I'd be able to. No, by the time I'd parked up, I was on 4 hours 36. So I'd have been over by 6 minutes. So, yeah, good job I pulled over. Can't take the chance. It just doesn't look good, you know. If you ever get a tug by the DVSA and they're looking at you, they're looking through, and you see, you know, lots of minor, you know, you can get away with 1 or 2, but if you've got, and it's very easy to get infringements, you know. And what you really don't want to be doing is going, oh, it's only a couple of minutes, I'll let it go, I'll do it. It's only because all these only couple of minutes all stack up. So before you know it, if you work on that premise, you can have 2 or 3 of them, and then the DVSA goes, "Oh, you've got 2 or 3 here, mate." You know, it's like you get a bit habitual. Here's a fine. That might make you think a little bit more about it. So you don't want to be doing that. So it might piss your planners off, or you just do what I do and just plan that extra time in, just in case. If it isn't, I'd have been, you know, I could have, you know, if everything goes really well, you're ahead of the game, aren't you? And it's better to be that than behind it. We might be able to. A lot of braking going on here. We're going. Trying to work out what those are. I don't know whether they're lock gates. Looks like they might be. We're scooting on though. He's going off. Now this boy here, he's sort of going the same speed as I am. Ish. Off a bit now, look. We're going to scoot. Got the Morrison's truck there, and they're not overly fast. Right down that white line and over a bit. Steady Eddie in control there. moving on through. And the Scania coming on through. Bulgarian, I think. Not quite sure how that works. Bulgarian pulling a UK trailer. Suppose it does. Don't think it does. Don't think that does at all. Because the tractor unit, that trailer is registered to the license plate on the back is to the tractor unit, and that tractor unit ain't pulling it. No wonder he's forcing on through. He doesn't care, because the bloke is going to get the fines is fucking somewhere else. Yeah, that doesn't work. That's why I'd come off if I was heading down to Southampton. I came on this morning. You know, I've never stopped in these services here. Never ever. They just look bloody awkward and tight. It's always pushed on a bit. I'm wondering where I'm going to end up tomorrow. I said I'd run in Saturday morning, on a weekend I said I'd work. Remember, it's all voluntary, no one's forcing me. They ask the question and I either say yes or no, simple as that. So as you know, I prefer to run in on a Saturday and then run out again on a Sunday, take 24 off, and then get on it again, and that way I'm maxing the time out, but it means I get a slightly longer weekend the weekend after the following weekend. So not this weekend, I get a really short one, 24 hours off, I'm on it, but the following weekend I get usually I end up with a nice long weekend. So I think it works to my advantage, it works for me. Doesn't work for everyone. If I say, I'll just run out like a Sunday, it just knackers your weekend, doesn't it? So I may as well max out one weekend and have one weekend knackered. Because again, I could end up being caught out tomorrow night. If I say, look, can you try and get me out? Well, it's a 50-50 chance. And there's no guarantee you're going to be home at a decent time. It could be 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. In which case, that's your Friday night fucked up anyway. You may as well be working and earn some money. Well, I look at it. So I'll run in Saturday morning, early hours Saturday morning. Get home sometime Saturday morning. We go for a nice lunch somewhere. Snooze the afternoon. beer Saturday night and go for something to eat again, or do something or other, or cook, one or the other. And then back to work Sunday. So you can sort of cram a bit of quality time in with the gorgeous Kira. Actros, is that a Greek wagon coming down here? Is that a Greek wagon in front of me? Where's he from? Come on my son, you need to move over, you're going to run out of room. There you go. Can't see his plate. And yeah, run out Sunday, and then next weekend I have a lot of hours to repay, so I'll generally have a reasonable finish and a later start on a Monday, 16. I prefer early starts. The earlier you start, the earlier you finish, but you know, one of those things. Work out what else they've got to do to these roadworks. You know, they look pretty much done. Oh, car broken down. Shitty there. What a place to break down. See, one car there. See how long this goes on for. Now we go down to a 50-mile-an-hour limit. I've had to put my trousers and my boots on because of where I'm going next. Paperwork ready. Look at all this traffic, look, that was just one car. One broken down car. That's all it takes. Unbelievable, really, isn't it? Slow down now, so. We might get to see where this truck's from. than our limit, so not a great deal. We're doing 50. Why the reasoning is, well, what the reasoning is for having 60 mile an hour roadworks and then 50 mile an hour roadworks. There's no difference between the two. So it's only doing 48 though. I say lad, really. Well, it might be a lad with long blonde hair and a purpley mohair jumper. Who knows these days? Who cares? I don't. It doesn't matter what people wear. It's only society. It's only those that are, you know, it's like, yeah, if that's the case, then, you know, if it's a, I don't know, it's just all, it's all mad, isn't it? You wear what you want. If a woman wears a pair of trousers, you think absolutely nothing of it at all. You know? Doesn't even come into your thought process that shouldn't be right. So if a bloke wears a dress, you'd get some looks, wouldn't you? But why? Why? You know, it makes no odds to me, personally. I mean, I'm not into wearing dresses or nothing, but, you know, if you want to wear a dress, wear a dress. Why should it be different? The trouble is, it all gets taken too far, doesn't it, I suppose? I don't know, the world's a topsy-turvy place. Sometimes you can do wrong by doing right. So, you know, you just don't know where you stand anymore, do you? And he's on a mission. Probably he's on a mission next to me. Go on, Mocha. What would you call a car? Mocha. Vauxhall Mocha. I drove one of those when I was in Mallorca. It's actually quite a nice drive. I had one. It was alright actually. Quite enjoyed it. Quite a nice little drive. Hallelujah. Newport Pagnell, Taggers. Did that in a West Country accent. Taggers. Of the pirate. So that was all a 50 through there. And I think now we go to a 60. Is that right? Now we go to a 60. But most people are still sat at a 50. Because, like many others, they can't fathom out why. Oh, look, a little white car coming onto the motorway doing fucking 30 mile an hour. Can't fathom out why 1 minute you're doing 50 in Roadworks, next minute you're doing 60. Oh, I'll stay at 50 because I don't know why I'm going to stay at 50. That's the mentality behind it. Look, little white car, come on, 60 mile an hour limit. You've made me get out here and get hung out to dry now. Are you going to speed up? Are you going to slow down? Or you're not going to do anything because you don't know what you're doing yourself. Now you come out there, which means this little blue car's going to overtake me on the inside, and then he's going to get and then he's coming out. Now I'm going in, and then the truck slows down. The one that just overtook me. Please get a speed and stick to it. Gulliver's Land. Go again, because for some reason they've all slowed down. He's going off, that solves the problem. Skoda goes off as well. Or Kia. So I can go back in again. Sun's nice while it's out, so I'll put you on a bit later on, I think. Just battling my way through these roadworks here. Guarantee the moment I turn it off there'll be fuckwittery with a little dabble of dipshittery. we're going back to, I was slightly sidetracked, somewhere along the line. I don't know where I'm going tomorrow yet. Guess I'll find out a bit later on. And then I'll be able to work out from there where I'm going to, hopefully or potentially, where I'm going to end up, what time I'm going to be back on Saturday. Which then gives me the time to work out what time I'm going to be out on Sunday. So all has this sort of knock-on effect as to what time, whatever time I finish on Saturday, depends on what time I can start on. I can book a slot on the dock on Sunday. It's no good booking a slot on the dock Sunday for 10 o'clock if I don't get back until 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, because it's less than 24 hours. We need to be able to work stuff out. I shall speak to you a little bit later on, probably. I might go out, I might put you on as I go into Bedford, just so you can have the fun of the bridge. I'll speak to you later. So, just coming around the M25 now. Good view over towards Essex and the Thames estuary there. About to go over the Dartford crossing in a minute or two. Up over the bridge. It's going to be a bit windy, I reckon. And then into Frankfurt Wharf. Miles to the bridge, but it's surprising how rural this area still is. In a minute or two, less than 5 minutes, it's like a real commercial area. Yeah, 5 minute drive, you're out in the sticks. We're heading for a reload soon as that's done, that is me. Looking for somewhere to park. I've got 3 choices. One about 20 minutes away, which is in Erith itself. Probably less than 20 minutes, but I'll allow 20. Then I've got one in about one in about 20 minutes, half an hour, sorry, which is back at Gateway, which is going back on myself, which I don't really want to be doing, but it's free, and it's within half an hour. Or, if I've got 45 minutes, I can probably get out and get to Clackett Lane. So it really depends how quick we can get us reload done and get out of there. Pulling away from me now. Not. Obviously I'm not going to stop at Thurrock services. That is another option, obviously. If I was going to do that, I'd stop at this one in Erith. This boy's in the wrong lane. If I was going off the London Gateway, I'll be in that left hand lane now. Hours of drive time in this current session, 6 hours 39 in total, so we're okay to get us where we need to be. So I'm not worrying about running out of time. Working time we might run out of, but again that's pretty unlikely. Very unlikely. We're going to be going into this place early as well. I'm not booked in till 4 o'clock, but that's way too late. So we're going to chance it, go in, book in and see what they say. that limit. Cycle copper. And on the outside, there's blue lights on as you come up. Wasn't sure whether he's going to go on the inside of me or what he was going to do. Found his own way. So, tied in or out? Biking, tied in. 1407, tied in. Big boat down underneath. Full of trailers, look. Full of trailers. Another boat going out. Off here, loop round, be a bit of traffic. This one? Yeah, this one. Roundabout here.
Keep right, then keep left.
What traffic?
After 300 feet, keep left towards 8206 towards Aries.
Oh, here we go. Jerky. She's more jerky when she's empty, actually. I saw, if you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. And it was being pulled by a new Merc. And for those of you that don't know, the new Mercs don't have mirrors, they have a little camera. So you wouldn't see his mirrors at all. He ain't got any. Right, if this and these protesters glued themselves to the road, otherwise I'm going to have to get my bottle of trucker's Tizer out and give them a good dosing. Can't get anywhere at the moment though. Lights changed back to red. Should be able to make a bit of movement this time. Lights are green. Maybe. Maybe.
Turn left at the roundabout, taking the first exit.
Good. You just got to watch these yellow boxes up around here in case there's any cameras. You don't want to be getting a ticket. It's so easy to get caught out. Through no fault of your own, really. I really want to be going straight on, but where that curtain side is going. He's beeping there. Got no idea why he's beeping. Stay in that other lane, mate. I think they're arguing between themselves back there.
Enter the roundabout, take the second exit.
I can't get round because look, they're in the box markings. Unbelievable. The lorry that was beeping, he was in my right hand lane, but he wanted to actually go left at the roundabout back there. I think he tried to barge his way in, and the bloke behind me was having none of it. And rightly so.
Take the second exit towards A206, towards Aries.
Calms down a bit now. A bit busy on the way out, look. But yeah, it does take long to clear through. further down here I need to be in the right hand lane. Move on over. This is the lane that goes into 2 lanes. Doesn't tell you that. Got some experience. Oh, I know it. There you go, look. Now I can go back to the middle lane.
Enter the roundabout. Take the second exit.
Be alright as I go round. So I've got the car coming round. Pick a gear. Go, picking a gear. Bend his way round.
Take the second exit onto Thames Road.
And I'll cut you off fairly sharply once I'm through the under the bridge of death. This is where you just got to drive a bit defensively round here. Because if you don't, it'll be all over you.
Turn back at the roundabout, taking the 4th exit.
So I took up both lanes down through there.
Take the 4th exit onto Thames Road. Recalculating.
Oh, that's not looking good. Got to go on in now. Taking up both lanes again, otherwise I just won't get round this roundabout.
Turn back at the roundabout, taking the 3rd exit.
Dickhead.
Take the 3rd exit onto Thames Road.
We're looping back on ourselves now. One container. One container. I'm getting waved on down.
Recalculating.
How you doing, my friend? I'm booked in for 4 o'clock, but if I go in at 4 o'clock, I'll be out of time, so I won't be here. Yeah.
Take the next sharp right.
But on the left-hand side there. Which one? This one here that I can see. Hang on, what are they doing? Fucking mental! What the fuck are they doing? Fucking hell. Fucking scary, innit? fucking scary. He's still telling her it's a fucking no entry.
This way is one way.
Yeah.
This field. Front field normal.
I thought she was going to reverse into the posts. He told me to wait here. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Now he's going fuck. What is she all about? Fucking mental.
On the left side, you see the complex, yeah?
Yeah, the
yellow one.
The yellow one?
The top one, please.
Oh, what? The one after this?
No, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah?
1, 2, 3, yeah, on the left there, yeah?
Left there, please.
You just want me to wait there, yeah? How long?
There is no stress, see?
Yeah.
People they are waiting.
How long do you reckon? Do you know?
Honestly, I can't really tell you. Because there are already some booked before you.
Yeah, yeah.
You 4 o'clock, wait and see, I don't know, I cannot guarantee.
Okay, I'll see what happens, but I might have to go and come out again.
Oh, okay. That will be the case.
Yeah.
That's why, because it's 4 o'clock, it's nearly 2 o'clock, they have to wait over there, please.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you.
So how will I know when to go in then?
I will let you know if I'm finished.
Yeah, okay, but let me know either way, because I'm going to be out of time. I won't be here at 4 o'clock, mate. Alright? Cheers, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we got to go ahead to go. Let's see what happens.
Turn backward, recalculating.
Let's see what happens. We don't want to be rocking around too much.